He signs off a legend and a try to go with his final appearance. And now the emotions will pour out for the Glasgow Fly half. And it's another 5-point victory for Glasgow. They will go second in the table and roaring into the European fortnight in great spirits off the back of 5 victories on the road. And even more of the attention can turn to Duncan Weir off the bench to score a try to dislocate a finger, possibly pull a hamstring. He played on the wing, he played fly half. An absolutely outstanding career that Duncan Weir has had, and well, he'll be a magnificent coach as well for those academy players to learn from. 7 tries in all for the Warriors, and in the end they raced clear of a Zebre Parma side that did put up a fight, and they were close coming into that final quarter, but then it was the Weir show and it all took over, and Glasgow scored those 3 late tries to come up with a final score of Glasgow Warriors 47, Zebre Parma 10. Well, and Andy, Duncan Weir, I may actually hold off because he's just coming over to the advertising boardings, because he will do his post-match interview. Jamie Dobie was, of course, the player of the match, but of course, sometimes other things take over, and now I can hand down to Iona, who is with the skipper and Stafford McDowell and the signing off club legend, Duncan Weir.
Duncan, congratulations, you're tonight's player of the match. Stafford, can you please do the honours for the final time? This feels very emotional to watch. Duncan, what a way to sign off your playing career.
Yeah, no, it's been a really special week. I've really loved the effort that everyone's put out to reach out and make comments, and yeah, apart from one hamstring that's away, sadly I don't need to use that hammy anymore, so we're in a good spot. But I knew as soon as Dobie gave me the ball and I accelerated, it was gone. I tore it maybe 4 weeks ago now, but I've just been kind of training through it and just pretending it's not there. But yeah, it's nice to have this send-off, and yeah, I'm delighted.
And a bad hammy, worth it for that moment, worth it for that try.
I'd do it all again. The other one can go as well. I don't need them anymore.
Quite right, but I mean, for you, what a special way to end. Are you able to sum up what it was like playing in that final match?
I just wanted to enjoy it the whole week, just soak it up. Come Monday, I'm going to be at a laptop and doing something completely different with the coaching side of things. So I just wanted to lap it up, just enjoy these memories in the pitch with the boys, and yeah, just like I said, like so many people have reached out and it's been really touching, and yeah, I'm just so delighted it's happened, and yeah, I can't wait to celebrate with a few beers later.
Stafford, what's it been like playing with Duncan over the years and seeing him score that try tonight?
Yeah, I know. I think it was classic Duncan. That we're maybe struggling, getting a bit sticky, then he came on and steadied the ship and really led us well in that last 20 minutes. So I didn't actually realise it was him that got the ball, but as soon as it was him, you could see all the boys running. I think it shows what Duncan means to the team and this city and this club, that and the whole place just erupted. I think every time his face went on the screen, so I'm glad the boys get it done for him.
Well, Duncan, congratulations on what an amazing career. Congratulations on that huge victory tonight, and please enjoy the rest of your evening.
Thank you. Cheers.
Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Well, once a Warrior, always a Warrior, and Duncan Weir, club legend. I can imagine as he was preparing for this week, knowing that this was going to be the final outing, you probably play those moments in your head before they happen. He may not have envisaged everything that was going to quite go through those boots tonight.
No, and I mean, he's been given the Man of the Match award. He scored a try, which is the stuff dreams are made of on your last ever professional game. But to go with it, he's dislocated a finger and torn his hammy, so he's a brilliant man. You can see how much everyone cares for him and how much he means to this group of players and this club. He's going to have a massive impact on the academy here with his coaching, and that'll build over time. He'll move up, no doubt, at some point to coaching the first team here. He's a brilliant, brilliant bloke with a huge amount of rugby IQ and the smile on his face. He said he's going to have a few beers tonight to celebrate and enjoy it. I, for one, would love to buy him a beer and look at that, see those scenes there. Absolutely loved by one and all, and what a finish for him.
Well, what a player he's been. He's a great man as well, Duncan Weir. As nice a guy as you will meet. And whether it's been in the colours of the Glasgow Warriors, the blue of Scotland, he had some spell at Worcester Warriors and Edinburgh as well, but it's with Glasgow that he will be remembered so fondly. So many career highlights. And with the kids as well, Harry and Emily, taking in this special moment with dads. And it's the way to sign off. And we can now hand down to Ryan, who's getting some further reaction down.
Cheers, Roy. I'm just going to have to explain this because I missed it. I was running down from comms. You were awarded the player of the match at one point. And that's why your face was up on the big screen. But then we realised we couldn't not give it to the bog trot. We'll let him carry on. Mate, look at him. We knew the tears would be coming. How big a moment is this for this bloke?
Yeah, massive, obviously. He's an absolute club legend, and to finish it in style with the last run out of Scotstoun is what he deserves and nothing more. So, no, exactly. It's really proud to be part of a day like this. He's an absolute legend for us all and someone we can all look up to.
You getting the photo? We'll leave you at the moment. So they're just getting the photo with Duncan Weir at the moment. You can see his wife Nicola in there as well, and the kids. What a proud moment for such a wonderful player for Glasgow Warriors. We're going to try and grab him in a minute to try and live what happened on that field, because I was slightly worried about him. We were chatting to Jamie Doby, just warning him that he was player of the match. Hold on, Staff, did you know this? You know that we gave him player of the match? Goody suddenly changed it. Oh, they're going for another photo. They just love a photo around here. Okay, I'll grab him in a minute. But here we are. What wonderful scenes of Duncan Weir, club legend, and the wee man's got his little player of the match medal as well. We're going to wade in there in a sec. I'll grab Staff again. So we were just laughing because did you see Duncan at one point over the other side of the field? He had to take a knee at one point, and then I think he pulled his hammy. Has he torn it?
He tore his hammy like 3 or 4 weeks ago, but they were just like, oh, we're not going to scan it. We'll just basically see how you go. So he's been. I've never seen him do so much gym work in rehab the last 3 weeks. And then when he ran the try, I think he accelerated and it went again. But that's why he couldn't take his last kick.
So that all makes sense, because I said to Goody, I think it's the fittest I've ever seen him look. I didn't know if it was the black kit, the black Under Armour, I know black slimming, but he's been working hard, hasn't he?
He's been working hard, and to be fair to him, we knew this was going to be his last game, so he's been in the gym, absolutely killing himself in hamstring rehab. But yeah, you couldn't write it, could you?
You couldn't.
A try under the sticks in Scotstoun in front of the East Stand on your last cap. I'll leave you to talk to him and sum up.
Let's go get him. Right, Harry, get out of my way. Here's the little ones. Oh, Dunky, come here.
Hammy, he's some physio. My hammy.
I'll be honest, I couldn't even commentate because I was laughing so much. We saw you running the try, and then we were looking at you thinking, hold on a minute. So then you kick the conversion, and then you've got back. You haven't moved from the 22.
I was like, boys, I can't move. My hamstring's away. It's funny enough, I'd done it maybe the week of the Edinburgh game. I'd done it when it was a really misty day here, and I tweaked it, and I was like, oh no, I've done it. I'm not going to. It's just, that's it. My career's over. And I just kind of pretended. I just done so much rehab on it. And then there he was. Dobie made a line break in a cheeky wee gamble line, and
you'd never normally run those.
Never. I've never ran that line before in my life.
It just shows. Do you wish you'd run it a little bit more?
I could have picked up a few more points. I needed 50 to get to 1,000, but I didn't get there. But oh, how good, Just that it's even happened like this crazy journey, and yeah, I'm just so proud.
And how good to run out there with obviously Nick and the kids as well. What? Yeah, I knew they would. But what does this club mean to you, Dunky?
Oh, everything. And yeah, to be hanging around, and I mean, I'm so grateful. I've lived my dream playing for Glasgow Warriors, a Glasgow boy, and going into the coaching side in the academy. I've got all the local talent coming to my doorstep to try and my job's to let them live their dream. Just really dive into that, and I'm so hungry for that to go successful. Not only for those boys, but just the club. Keep the evolution of this club going, because it's such a special place, and I absolutely love it.
It's good to know you're still sticking around. You know, obviously Rangers won today as well, so a double whammy.
I saw that, aye. So, thank you, Harry. Cheers, buddy. Yeah, no, it was a good day all round. We got the double done, so sorry, any Celtic fans, but yeah.
Duncan Weir, you're an absolute legend. You've won both those trophies as well with this club, mate. Awesome work. And that was one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life over there. We're going to leave you to it. I'll go let you celebrate with the family. Go grab a couple more just on the move. Here, we'll quickly grab hold of, actually, Rory Darge whilst we're here. Dargy boy. Yeah, I'm all right, yeah. You?
Very well, thanks. Yeah, great win.
We've obviously everything's about Dunky tonight. Like we're talking about the impact he's had. Like you would have come in here, and you obviously did a stint at Edinburgh as well. That's somewhere he had played before, and he came over here. Lasting impressions from that man?
Makes every day. Like he always comes in with a smile on his face, regardless of his role in the team. You know, if he's not playing, he'll drive the non-playing team and put a really good performance in training that allows us to prepare. Or a world-class player like we've seen there, and got us try to wrap things up. Like how good. I think it was really that was unbelievable. Barring maybe Toulouse 2 weeks ago, I don't know if I've seen the East Stand react like that for a try. So it's honour to be playing with his last game though.
I was gutted that someone didn't send him in to the East End. I thought they were going to lift him up and throw him in there, get him crowd surfing. I'm actually going to go and find out what's happened to his finger as well. Could you imagine that?
I think he pulled his arm in it.
Yeah, no, he also dislocated his finger at one point as well. Dargy, looking forward to next week, obviously. You've got to turn things around very quickly because you're off to Clermont. That's going to be a big old challenge.
Yeah, I mean, I think they've really turned it on. They beat Bordeaux recently, I think, over there. Like, it's a hard place to go. Notorious. Which is like awesome to go and experience that atmosphere, but yeah, it's a tough one. We're obviously 2 from 2 in the Champions Cup, but that's a tough task.
And before you do that, you've got to go and celebrate, have a few beers with that man, Duncan Weir, over there, and make sure you enjoy that one tonight, mate.
Nice one. Cheers, Wills.
I'll go for a wonder. We'll see if we can find one more because I don't know whether Goody's made it down. Hey, congratulations on the baby.
Thanks, mate.
Hey.
We're on film.
Yeah, we're on film. Why not? It's just not a celebration. You just had a little one, am I right?
Yeah, we had him on Tuesday, so yeah, we're
You're allowed to disclose the name, does it? So does everyone know about this baby yet?
Yeah, they do. Yeah, we did a little post the other day. He's called Ruin James Graham Ferguson. So he's doing really well. Him and Alex are both really well. So
are you going to follow suit of Xander and have 4?
I think we'll stick to the one for now.
Congrats, Maggie. Well done, mate. Let's go, Roo. We'll grab one more. Maybe follow up and see if we can grab one of the young boys. Here we are. Kenzie. Yeah, a man we haven't spoken to many a time. We're just going around collecting some lovely words about Duncan Weir. Now, you're obviously new into the club, and you'll have been in there. Duncan Weir driving the non-15 sometimes. What a man, eh?
Yeah, legend. Love Duncan. Got lots of time for him. He helps out the young boys. He's just there for everyone, and appreciate him around the club. Always a good bloke.
And mate, how have you found it? Because you're obviously new in it. You've done some shift. Oh, actually, we need to have a word with Ben Afshar. Why did he not give you that ball on the inside earlier on?
I know, maybe my comms are a bit bad, a bit quiet. But maybe he just wanted to kick it, I don't know. Probably just wanted the glory himself. We just got to go with it. It's Ben Afshar at the end of the day. Butchered 2 tries, so we'll go from there on it.
Right, well, we got a special guest, mate. Congratulations, well done. We're going to send this back to wherever they are in the studio.
We do have a special guest because it's not very often I'm at Scotstoun and I say, look who's beside me but Ali McCoy, no less. I've got the suspicion you might be happy for 2 reasons today, right? We'll overlook the other one and we'll talk about Duncan Weir tonight because I know you're here just to see him and watch him say goodbye.
I was dying to come along and see the wee man's last game. The curtain coming down, a great career, and it really couldn't have gone any better.
I know.
You know, converted try, a couple of penalties, brilliant. So I'm just looking forward to getting to see him.
So, there we go. There he is.
Good to see you, good.
Oh, mate, what about Duncan Weir pulling the hammy? That has to be one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
But also the finger.
Thumb and finger.
Yeah.
I
I'm trying to
know.
work out if we was happy that Rangers won or Duncan Weir had a great send-off.
Both.
Bit of both.
There's a rumour going about wee Duncan might not make his working Monday now because he's done his hamstring, his thumb and his finger.
And he's due a few points tonight as well.
There he is, good on him, man.
Having his moment. Right, in all seriousness, you know what it's like to have had an amazing career and that moment you're saying, right, this is it. What's that like? And I guess some wee bit of advice for him to say, right,
it's
come
tough.
on.
I mean, Monday morning's the one. You know, you'll go in, and I saw when he was getting applauded onto the pitch for the training, his final training session with the lads, and it was great to see. And they'll be looking forward to today. And do you know something? It couldn't really have gone any better. But the harsh reality is that's it, it's over. But the good thing is he's got plans, and I think he's getting into the academy and things like that as well, which is brilliant. But what a career. Just fantastic. Obviously started off, Camus Lang started off, I think. I kid him on, I said he never quite made it up East Kilbride. He just didn't the hill at Camus Lang. And then here, then he went through to the dark side. He had a couple of years at Edinburgh, of course, didn't he? And then down the Premiership. But a great career, absolutely fantastic career. I'm so pleased for him.
Do you suspect you might get a wee beer with him tonight?
I'm going to go in for a beer.
Yes.
Where are we going? Where are we going?
Whatever you fancy.
Well, no, it's your town.
No, I'm taking Goody.
Ali, you're the king here.
Well, we'll have a beer, there's no doubt about
He's
that.
been late to his work. You need to stay longer because you were late to your work a bit earlier on.
Just in all seriousness, like you go and speak like from the old heads to the young heads and go out there and speak to guys like Mackenzie Duncan and then through to Stafford McDowell. Like he's one of those players, genuinely, in that changing room over there where all the old boys used to get changed in there. It's funny because the first team changing room's there. Yeah. But week in, week out, we wanted to keep that special. So you send the younger guys in there and the old head was going the opposite changing room. And no matter what, it was either when you've got the good sappers, the ones that have a laugh about it when you come in on a Monday morning and he's sapping, but he's doing it in a funny way. But it just brings the energy, the enjoyment, the laughter. Absolute legend. So the club are lucky to have him.
Do you know the loveliest thing I think as well? Listening to him say, I've had my moment, I've lived my dream, and now it's my responsibility to make it so that someone else can live theirs. What a lovely way to think about it. And what kind of coach do you think he's going to be?
I think he'd be a great coach in reality because a fly half, you have the brains, you're the operation, you run the team, and I'm saying that.
He's a fly half.
But you're a coach on the field, effectively.
Yeah.
So he's done that for years in different environments. He's been to Worcester, the dark side, Edinburgh, according to Ali, and you hate Edinburgh as well.
Whoa.
Hate's a strong word.
But the impact that he'll have on a lot of the young kids coming through, and I've got no doubt his coaching career will flourish and end up being a senior coach, either here or he'll find somewhere else to be a head coach somewhere, because that's the level of intelligence and the level of game understanding that he's always had as a player. And he hasn't relied on, you look at some players, and you see this in football as well, rely on gifted physical abilities. Let's be honest about Duncan, that's not a strength of his. His brain, he's not a flash player, but his brain was something that got him to the top of the game, and that's what will help him the most in coaching as well.
And by the way, personality can take you a long way.
Well, I think
so here.
Do you know something? I think that's one of the things, and the boys will tell me if I'm wrong. One of the hardest things I felt was actually not going into the dressing room every morning.
Yeah.
When you finished, that was the playing, because you still play. I still play at a level, whether it's 5 or 6. You always got a kick at the ball, but getting in to meet your mates and then training every morning, that was one of the hardest things that I found. But the great thing about the wee man is he's still staying in the game, as you correctly say. He got into the academy, passing on all the information that he's picked up over the years, so that's great.
Doing his thing. Right, go. I'll let you go and organise. We'll see you soon.
Cheers, Ali.
See you soon,
bud.
See you soon.
Good to
see you soon. Oh, big moments for Duncan Weir, his family, emotional night for them, and also, by the way, Glasgow, we forgot to say, registered another crucial victory in the URC. All the reaction to that coming up after this break. Welcome back. It's been a busy old day in the URC. Dragons won 28 points to 5 against the Scarlets a little bit earlier. It was a tighter one. Ospreys against Cardiff 33-22, and then Ulster, convincing result for them, 28-3 to Munster, and then a closer one against the Sharks, against the Lions, 22-23 that ended up. And then a little bit earlier we brought you here on Premier Sports. It was a good evening out in Treviso for Edinburgh, 15 points to 14 against Benetton. How does Glasgow Warriors' result tonight change things at the top of the URC table? Well, let's have a little look. It means they are second, just behind the Stormers, 34 points to their 40. And trying the hardest to get back into that top 8 are Edinburgh. Sitting at the moment in 10th place, still a little bit of time to go. Scarlet sitting at the bottom of the URC. I tell you what, one man who's going to be pretty happy sitting second in the URC just in 2026, first one of the new year, Franco Smith, the Glasgow head coach. Congratulations, another big win for you guys tonight. How was that for you?
Yeah, I'm really glad we got this one done. The Zebre is a tough nut. I know they are difficult to play against. I think we have 25 turnovers again, which was way too high, but they made it hard for us, and they stay in the fight. And again, it's good to see. I haven't spent so many years there and wanted to see that fight from the Italian teams is fantastic, and I think Massimo Brunello is doing a brilliant job there. So hard for the victory, but very excited about the fact that we got it done.
One name that's on everyone's lips right now is a certain Duncan Weir. I think the happiest I've seen you, Franco, was when that try went in.
Yeah.
Your face just beamed. In fact, let's have a little look at it. What an ending for him, what an ending to his career. Did you even think that was on the cards?
Him scoring a try now.
And the smile from Franco is because he knew he's finally rid of him as well. Doesn't know him knocking at the door, but we're talking about that cheat line on the inside. I haven't seen him run that before, Franco, have you?
Well, no, the best thing about it is he comes from about three rucks previously because he hasn't even got back yet. So it's a brilliant cheat line. And this scene's here, the hand in the air because he's given the big 5 because he's ran it in from 5 metres. Brilliant scenes, eh?
Yeah.
Is he still out there right now?
Yeah.
I think
Probably.
like it. Well, I've seen
No, he hasn't run that cheat line. He'll probably go and say, I should have run that 10 years ago. But no, he's obviously my joy for him. We're an eye care environment here, and he's contributed so much. Even when he doesn't play, he's been carrying water for us now more in a permanent role the last season, and his contribution, and his communication towards the players and how they respect him in his new role is already very good.
So did he pull the wool over your eyes this week? And he said his hammy wasn't quite right, but did you know that, or has he's lied to you all week?
No, it was about 2 weeks ago. We had an incident, and we had to get him off the training field to recover, and he trained really well this week, and never mentioned it again. I think even the physiotherapist hid that from me. So no.
Yeah, he's fine. Just get him out. He'll be all right. Do you know, when it comes to, and I was asking Ryan about this earlier on about, and we often overuse the word legacy, but for him here, being part of the fabric of this club for such a long time, what do you think his legacy is going to be?
No, look, first of all, he's a fantastic character in the change room. He's a good example and a very good pro. We see the way he kicked that goal tonight. He's never stopped working hard at it, even if he knew that it was going to come to an end. He's he's a passionate guy about the young development group as well, and he's been a role model and a little bit of a leadership point of reference for him now for quite a while. So from a team's perspective, you can always rely on him. I often picked him in the first part of my career here as somebody to close the games out and just get the pressure there, and he never misses the last penalty. So he was just such a professional, and he is still, and he hopefully is going to continue to contribute in that regard.
Frank, some of the young guys that played tonight, they stepped up. There's a little bit, at times probably made a fair few mistakes, but what you've got to do now is try and build this youngest core of the squad, haven't you? And saw a fair few of them get an opportunity tonight. Were you impressed with them?
Yeah, I am. It is challenging. You have a big senior playing squad, international squad that needs to be managed. You want to win, but the outcome of the game should not be on the young players' development. So to develop the players without asking them to win a game or have that huge disappointed if they didn't get it right is I think is the challenge. So to balance all the books and to make sure that their development is progression and not something that we have to go back on is important for me. I want the mentality to grow, not just the rugby playing ability, and to believe that they can progress and believe they can get better helps when you win. And so if they don't get it right or the scoreboard's against us, some of them might lose confidence, or from our perspective, the next challenge is going to be about winning rather than developing a player.
You talk about balancing the books then. You've done that very well in both competitions so far this year. Claremont next week. Ryan was trying to work out in comms if you had any trick plays that you were trying to show today, just in case Claremont or Saracens are watching it. How much prep have you done for that, and how much are you looking forward to going? You're 2 from 2 in that competition and taking the next 2 weeks on.
Look, there's always a bit of thought into what's going to happen next and what is the next game going to be and what pictures you want them to see. But we'll have to see what comes with during the week, and we'll have a couple of fresh boys. That will bring that energy. That's going to be important. I think that we know how tough they are to play there, so a big week for us.
Jamie Dobie's also someone who, we know he can do, but his performance tonight almost got him player of the match, but it was weeks away from him just at the final moment because of Duncan Weir's try. But just talk us through his contribution and how important he is to what you're trying to do here.
Look, I've mentioned this now a couple of weeks. He's a world-class player. I've said this before. He's it's hard to find a role for him because he just contributes in every time he touches the ball. So it's a classic hybrid player that I think rugby's heading to. He's physical player for his weight, and he's so quick, and he's a good organizer. He's got a complete understanding of the game. So, yeah, hopefully he continues to strive in our environment and to keep on thrive in our environment and to keep on becoming better despite the current form of him.
Do you sit down with him and say, do you want to play 9, do you want to play on the wing? Is it a decision that he's part of? Is Gregor part of the decision at all with that? Because ultimately, Ryan was saying in comms he thinks he's Scotland's first choice 9. He's also Glasgow's first choice winger at the minute and doing ridiculously well week on week. So how does those conversations go?
Yeah, well, Dobes and I sit down and we talk often. I think it's important to understand he's a contributor. He wants to play. I said to him before, you are a good rugby player. We need you on the pitch. We'll have to find a role. George is doing a specific role. We want to bring Ben Ashford through. If you look at Jack coming through now, so he has the ability to play more than one role. So our squad is very small. I've mentioned that before. So, people have to double up and play different roles, and we've got a lot of hybrid players, but his willingness to contribute to what the team wants and what's needed, obviously is fantastic.
Just a final point from you, Franco, before we let you go. At this time of year, it is a bit it's a strange one, isn't it? Because your URC, you've had the 1872, you've had all sorts of things to contend with, coming into important games like tonight, but then with the sort of other idea of European football to think about as well. Do you enjoy these kind of moments when it's a little bit different?
Yeah, it's a puzzle. It's like having a red card or a yellow card out there, to have a plan and to work to that plan and to get players and people to buy into it. Obviously, is the mission. Our coaching group all of them are contributing. Obviously, so even our academy guys are all sharing in the dream year at the moment. So, but it is tough. Our squad is small, and the expectation it's growing. So my biggest concern is that that expectation will come into our environment. We will just focus on task and on the task at hand, and hopefully we can progress, because we still need to progress to compete in the top of both these competitions.
Franco, thank you. Go and get
you very
warm,
much.
because it feels like -5
Cheers,
in
Franco.
here,
Thank
never mind -2 out there.
Thank you very much.
Good luck, mate.
Franco Smith just having his moment there and talking about, I thought it was quite interesting there, just talking about the fact that he doesn't want it to get into their heads about that expectation. I would have thought that would have happened 2 seasons ago, when they won the URC, and getting into that sort of mindset of the expectation was there because of what they've done. I'm interested just to see that he thinks that might be creeping in again.
Well, it should be, yeah, because they're going exceptionally well. And once you've won the URC once, you don't enter a competition to not win it.
But was it not already there, is what I'm thinking?
Yeah, but also he's a realist as well, isn't he? He said his squad's thin. They've got some world-class players here. They've had some amazing performances, but to compete with the big dogs, which are Toulouse, which they beat at home, in the URC, your likes of Leinsters, your Stormers at the minute, that's knockout rugby, where you need to build this squad throughout the season to get everyone to that point of semi-finals and finals fresh and fit and raring to go. And he mentions how thin the squad is, but he's doing an unbelievable job, isn't he? Second in the URC, 2 from 2 in the Champions Cup, and 2 crucial games coming up where he could go 4 from 4 in that and be a number 1 seed potentially.
Just one line, I'm already saying it's January, can they do it again?
They can do it again. They can definitely do it again. I think top 4, just stick in there. But Duncan Weir, what a legend.
I know. It's his night tonight. Okay, for the moment, guys, thank you very much. We have got so much more rugby to bring you. It is Friday night, Edinburgh against Gloucester from 7 o'clock on Premier Sports 2. Do not miss it. And then on Saturday from 3 o'clock, it's Claremont against Glasgow Warriors. And then on the weekend after that, January the 16th from 7 o'clock, Bath against Edinburgh. And then the big one on the 18th, the Glasgow Warriors against Saracens. 5:15 kickoff on Premier Sports 2. We'll see you guys, no doubt. A few of them. Is he away? He's away already.
He's bringing in Duncan. Come on, Duncan. Get Duncan. He's still hobbling.
Sign us off. Sign us off.
Right, you've been watching Premier Sports, Glasgow Warriors versus Zebre. Thank you.